Hi everyone. My topic for today is about the sap. The sap is came from the trees, and we get it from the trees to make a homemade maple syrup. So this is it. All our trees, not all, but mostly, my husband put a container on the trees, and he make it a hole on it, and to drop the sap on the bottle. And then this is it. That was the sap came from the trees. The sap is like a water that good nutrients on the trees of the branches. And if you put it together and then you boiled it for how many hours, and you can make it a homemade uh, maple syrup. So this is what we do right now. We're making a homemade maple syrup, came from the sap from the trees. So this is it. This is my husband doing right now. And you can see there is a drop on. It's like a water. Yeah, drop on the bottle, but it's a very interesting to know about this kind of stuff. So this is it. So here we go. So I'm checking right now how many gallons um, we can make a homemade syrup. And then this is it, the trees that he put in the bottles on it. I check it because we'll see how many gallons on it. So I'm just go around with the in the yard and then checking the sap here. So this is it. So I think we got a lots of sap from the trees. So interested to know about this one. It's my first time to see this making a homemade maple syrup. So that's it. Not all the trees that we put in, but mostly the trees that
So
we
this
put
is
in.
the rest of the
Yeah.
sap too. And I think we have 35 gallons need to boil to make a homemade maple syrup. All right, guys, my husband made this one. He's making a, what did you make? This is a sap, came from the trees, and we're making a homemade maple syrup. So this is it. This is the fire, and he made it. This is a old barrel. This is it, and this is a sap. The sap is came from the trees, and we boiled it for how many hours? 12 hours. 12 hours boiled to make the sap sticky and make a maple syrup. All right. So this is it. All right, he dumped the another sap from the trees to make it boiled for 12 hours and make a homemade maple syrup. Oh my goodness. Boiled it in 12 hours. So this is it. That's it. And he make this one too. And this one will be boiled for how many hours to make a homemade maple syrup. Those are the sap came from the trees. Okay. So after we boiled for 12 hours in a big container, so we put here, this is 36 gallons. And then now we boiled again here on the stove, and we will wait if the temperature is 214. If ever 214, so it means that the syrup is ready to eat. Ready to eat. Um this is a very good one, and this is organic, no preservatives. Okay, so almost done now. The maple syrup, homemade. So we need a 214, 214, and then it's done. And then this one, it's good, tastes delicious, and we put it on the container. Yep. So this is the container that we put in our homemade maple syrup. They're almost done now, so here we go. Alright guys, this is the 36 gallons that we make it a maple syrup, and we have a 12 like this, and then an extra, this one we have 2, so we make a lot. This is a homemade maple syrup. So we're done now making the homemade maple syrup. So this is it, the 36 gallons, and this is the only one we make. Okay, so delicious guys, delicious. All right, so finally done making our homemade syrup. So thanks for watching guys, and I really appreciate it, and then thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Bye guys.